Jews willing to help. That worries people like the Fraser Institute's Mark Milkey. Milkey's written a study showing Bombardier is one of Canada's top beneficiaries of what he calls corporate welfare. Bombardier, along with every other business in Canada, should be allowed to try or fail based on its own merits. Milkey says he's tried to find out what Bombardier's repayment rate is for its government loans, but he says the company fights him and others in court to keep that information secret. Justin Mitchell, CBC News.
Canada's Information Commissioner is accusing the RCMP of illegally destroying records related to the long gun registry. Suzanne Legault is taking the government to federal court over the matter. She accuses the Mounties of destroying data after she told the force to preserve records while she investigated an outside complaint.
If anyone acted knowingly, knowing that there was an access to information request for those records and a complaint, they did not act legally, in my view, because they had the obligation to preserve these records.
Legault says her office was asked for the information in 2012 before the government passed a law to destroy the records. The Supreme Court has rejected Ottawa's bid to have Omar Khadr declared an adult offender. The federal government was appealing an earlier decision by an Alberta court that ruled Khadr should be treated as a juvenile. Khadr's lawyer, Dennis Edney, says it's the third time the government has appealed his case to the Supreme Court and the third time it's lost.
So perhaps there's a message there, less for myself and more for this government that continues to spend taxpayers' dollars persecuting my clients.
Omar Khadr was 15 years old when U.S. troops in Afghanistan arrested him in the death of a U.S. medic. He was jailed for years in Guantanamo Bay before being transferred to a Canadian prison. Now Khadr is appealing that conviction. He was released last week on bail as he appeals his sentence. In BC, the death of an Aboriginal teen is shining a light on the province's children and youth services. The 19-year-old, known only as Paige, died of an overdose on Vancouver's downtown east side 2 years ago. As Terry Donnelly explains, a new report by the province's children and youth representative says the system never gave Paige a real chance at a life.
Paige's story about the abuse, indifference, and a young life discarded is perhaps one of the most difficult reports from my office.
With Mary Ellen Trapel-Lafon charged with protecting the interests of children in government care, said social workers and others after her as a young child with a mother incapable of caring for her. Paige was moved 50 times in her short life, homeless shelters, detox centers, and single rooms on the downtown east side. She was legally blind without glasses and went through 15 different schools before dropping out. Trapel-Lafon's investigation shows Paige was victimized by professional indifference and an uncaring system over many years, people ignoring their duty to report danger to a child.
Despite what I would count here as more than 50 critical incidents involving Paige just in the last 3 years of her life, I actually received one reportable circumstance of an injury.
Terry Donnelly, CBC News, Vancouver.
And that's the CBC News to the South. I'm Dwight Smith.
You're listening to CBC Radio 2. I'm